Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror. I just said, are we good multiple times before this episode started because it said encoding overloaded very briefly, and I realized that if these walls are thin I must sound like a fucking lunatic, especially because it's like late at night. um, but I'm just doing a little pre-recorded episode because I don't want to do one tomorrow. Random item statistics. Um, Hunted by the cult Kathak Otarasu. And Grow Teeth. Not exactly the greatest lineup of all time, but you know, we've got Dexterity, Strength, and Light Source. And then your seconds and Takashi. So we're still probably going to go with an HDF unless it gets bad rolls. We're not playing Jury for once, so we don't really have to worry about the potential of just getting completely owned. So I think we'll just kind of keep it pretty stock standard. I mean, we could go to the occult store instead. We don't really need to get a compass or anything like that. Getting a small candle or a ritual dagger could potentially go hard if we get good RNG rolls, but if we don't get any good RNG rolls, then we're probably pretty screwed. But we're basically gonna have 3 weapons that we use RNG rolls on, so hopefully we get lucky at some point. I am gonna try to overkill with the money that we need, because the random item statistics can make the whatchamacallit. There we go, finally. The random item statistics can make the price go up. So we need to be a little bit careful with that. Seems like it's gonna be another pretty heavy out-of-town Forest Andy. So what we can go ahead and do is let's just get the money right up front. And now I can either get cursed again. Oh, why the long face, Kyrie? I don't know why, but she looks so sad. But what was I saying? I got completely stun locked there. We need to. We can either get another curse, which, I mean, the curse that we got so far is pretty mild, so I don't really care. Like, yeah, we can go ahead and get another curse. That's slightly worse, but probably won't do anything. So let's check honestly, let's check the occult store first, just because I think these are fun rolls. This is actually a cheaper item, by the way, so I mean, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna say no to that. Now, we're gonna get a little sketchy here, but we're gonna hope. Unfortunately, they won't stack. I just need a weapon, you know? If I can buy a weapon, I will, but it's not letting me. They're not giving me a weapon, Chief. It's the same thing every single goddamn time. There's a weapon. I think this is pretty untouched, isn't it? Maybe it's slower? I mean, we have to take it at this point. There's no, like... I'm actually gonna see if we got a good roll or not, because, like, 75 speed and 4 damage is not, like, completely unworkable, but I feel like we got bad RNG with it. So we're gonna see. Wait, is it untouched? Did we have random item statistics? I could have swore we did. And of course, we're gonna be investing more, we're gonna be investing more up front. The forest is doomed? Oh, Jesus. I almost want to search for a weapon. And I will. It's steak knife moment. Horrible. Literally unusable. Can't even, like, don't even at me about that at all. Just, it can't happen. We succeeded the charisma check, by the way, which is absolutely unreal. We're gonna have to reduce our doom somehow, by the way. This would be a fantastic way to do it. Now, of course, this is not how you do it. Honestly, just give me the +1 knowledge. Like, just roll a 2, do it big. Like, the katana could potentially go hard, but I don't want to get, like, a bad roll on the katana and then just throw it for, like, 2 damage, you know? We can just get hit here. So I think we're pretty okay with that. Oh, she's weak, huh? Always knew you were a bit weak. Local human. Weak to being stabbed. I cannot believe that we're making this revelation. Give me the freaking handcuffs. That would have given me a 55% hit chance. It literally doesn't matter. What do you want? Money, huh? We can make that happen. 0 funds? I just sold it on impulse, but then I saw the 0 funds jump scare. That scared the shit out of me. I mean, we don't have any funds, so I can't, in good conscience, go. We can go there later. Now, you know, we rolled a 2 to get that +1 knowledge, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna get that knowledge check passed. We ain't getting the Fortnite Battle Pass. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have barely played the new Fortnite season. Like, the last season of Fortnite was really good, but this season of Fortnite has just been kind of mid. It doesn't help that the game was just like... Whenever Fortnite does, like, a big update, the game's always laggy as hell, man. So it's like, you can play any game online perfectly fine. The moment you go into Fortnite, it's like rubber banding, and it's like, yeah, whatever, dude. We trip on a branch. 41% Doom Mystery 1. It's pretty terrible. Is this our second enemy? This is our second enemy. This is the boy, the dream salesman. Do you see what we have to deal with here? You're gonna hate me here. But we just say, fuck it, we ball, right? And then we just forget the spells that we have after throwing Kyrie's bag in the trash. After we throw Kyrie's bag in the trash, right? Just making sure. Now, you know, you can just roll a classic little roll of the dice. Number 12, feeling good. We love it here. I almost did the bad. The singular bad, but we are back. I almost broke it. Oh god. Horrible. Terrible even. Also, it's kind of meta to, like, take that now. Isn't that weird? Because you get holy glyphs, like, once every 100 runs, and that's an extra 1% Doom that you're getting, because you're probably not going to have 4 items in your inventory by default, so, you know, that's pretty wacky. That's pretty wild. I'll be real with you. School's doomed? I don't know if we go for it, man. I don't know if we do. I think we're just chilling. I'm trying to think of, like, you know, what can I don't just want to talk about, like, boring shit for the episode, and by that I mean nothing. Because I don't really have anything to talk about besides, like, how do I put it? I mean, I'm basically just raiding in Final Fantasy and then having to deal with this apartment nonsense. I mean, this goes unbelievably hard. Yeah, I don't think we go for it. I think we're too far behind on I think we're too far behind. Thank God that happened. Yeah, I genuinely think we're too far behind on too far ahead on Doom. I don't know why I'm saying behind. Our Doom is 50% on Mystery too. I think that what we're really worried about is just the Doom, and I know I just increased it there, but it's like, I don't really want to take stamina. I think we're gonna be forced to take stamina later, like that stupid rock climbing event that we literally just got, so I feel like you don't want to mess with it too much. And, like, honestly, our combat's pretty bad, so I'm a little bit nervous. Can I do this? I cannot? We are not back. I mean, we throw the skull, I guess. Because I was trying to think, like, how do you go about this one? Because she's weak to blunt, so we know that we're not getting the bonus damage. So you got to do it like this, which is a little bit of a shame. Oh, we had desperation. Yeah, we can get a grip. Because that would just annihilate us. We would just simply die. We would just simply perish. I mean, we could still simply perish, but I would rather not. I guess one of the things I'm really excited about is that when I moved in here, I realized that I was probably going to be moving out really quick because of the whole debacle. And so this is going to do 16. That's not going to do enough. I'm pretty sure she's weak to fire, but I'm going to double check. So when I moved in, I didn't really unpack anything. I've been living off of the bare necessities, the bare essentials. She's weak to sharp? Never mind. Okay. We're feeling pretty good about that. But, what was I gonna say? We do a little schmovement. An indomitable cut? That's completely fine. But I didn't really unpack. I was living off of the bare essentials, just like a single pot and a fucking couple of utensils, a plate. And so I never really, like, set up anything, and so I still haven't been able to use, or, like, paint any minis, or, like, do my 3D printing setup or anything like that. So I'm very excited to get moved into this new apartment, which does have what I need and has what they promised. And you go into this apartment and it's like, it's a little bit smaller, so it is technically a downgrade, but it's a little bit cheaper. So you know what? You gotta take the good with the bad. And personally, this is a dislike of mine, but it has carpet. I'm not a big fan of carpet. I was gonna just, like, get a rug for here. I'm still gonna get a rug, but not a big fan of carpet. But what was I gonna say? I'm very excited to get my Warhammer stuff set up. My painting station, like my painting setup all done. I've been wanting to paint minis for, like, the past 2 months, man. And it's just, like, it's such a bummer. But, like, finally, we are so back. I really, really want to paint my God tier stuff. Oh my god, you have no idea how much I want to paint my God tier stuff. Like, I have the starter set, the green-red starter set, and then I have the yellow goblin lady. And that's like a full army, but oh my god, there are a couple of green sets that I want to get to. One of the things that I really like about God tier, and it reminded me today, because I was looking at a game called Moonstone. Moonstone looks gorgeous. I love the stylization of the minis. They look absolutely fantastic. And there were, like, several Moonstone sets that I was like, oh yeah, I could buy these. But they were super expensive. Right, like, one of the sets was like $100. And that was just, like, the 2-player starter set or whatever. And it's like, one of the things about God tier that I really like is that shit is cheap for a war game. You're telling me you need 3 units, essentially. 3 champions, and then they're like minions that follow them around, right? So you get 2 champions and 2 sets of minions in a starter set, and then, which is $40, and then you get 1 box for like 20 to 30. Like, that's crazy. Like, a fully playable army at, like, the competitive standard game mode that is expected for you to play, and that's probably around, like, $60-70 for a war game, is insane. Like, that is insanely cheap. And I've read the rules of God tier. It looks fun. I definitely want to give it a try with one of my friends when I can. But, yeah, no, like, like, God tier goes hard, and I cannot wait to paint. And here's the thing, tomorrow I'm gonna try to order, finally, some fucking speed paints from Army Painter. I've been waiting so long. They technically came out on the 9th, but, you know, I moved on the 9th. No way in hell I'm ordering paints online. All of that fucking shit, man. But the Flood, Ward, Mermaids. I think what we do here is Mermaids, and then we get the burn cured in Ward, and then go into Flood last. So this is gonna be our last chance to use the, whatchamacallit, the thingamajig. So that's pretty important to know. The rock ring is bad, and we are not going to use it because we have a good item. Okay, the forest is doomed forever no matter what we do, so let's change it to the school. And we might change it to, like, the village later or something. I wonder if we can put it back on the forest and it will lower the threat level. I'm not actually sure. But we definitely need to do this, and then we can just heal. Yeah, we can just... It's a little bit weird, but I kind of want our stamina to be... I want our sanity to be a little bit higher. Like, yes, this means that we're in death range for stamina stuff, but it's important to know that... I mean, she's dead. Even if she's not weak to, Even if she's not weak, she's dead. So that works out perfectly fine. But yes, we can instantly die for stamina, but we're more likely to take reason damage. So I'm completely okay with that. But yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I've been wanting to paint those goddamn minis. And admittedly, I discovered God tier when like my setup was already packed up, so I kind of put myself in a bad situation though, I will admit. 73% Doom. I don't think we're winning this one. Get lucky? Ooh, not lucky. Not lucky. So close. Nice try. Am I running it back? No, I'm not running it back. Absolutely not. Okay, we're gonna do something a little bit weird. We're gonna heal up, and then sanity or money. Sanity or money. Sanity or money. Sanity or money. We can do that. Now, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot, and it's gonna be pretty bad. This is horrible, by the way, but... This is gonna be like... Oh, we can distract them. Look at that. No burn. That's even better. That makes this so much easier, what we're about to do. I don't know if I can afford to take... I think we take knowledge still. I think we do. This is gonna be really weird. We're throwing the game on if we can kill the fertility idol without without having to investigate anything. We investigate the school once, and then we go for it. We full heal. We fully send it. We just have to kill the Kappa guy. That's it. And I didn't heal. I really should have healed there, because now it's gonna be a lot tighter. Because I think we're only gonna get one brace off now. Yeah, we're only gonna get one brace, because we can't kill him turn one, can we? He is weak to sharp, though. But that's only gonna do 18, so... Like, we do have to block once. We have to block once and just hit him with anything, and then he's gonna die. So that is at least nice. But, I mean, I'm a little bit nervous, because we also have to survive one school investigation. But if we do, this will go hard. And by the way, just so you know, you all, like, if you click the other one, you take reason and stamina, so we were gonna get owned regardless. But yeah, it was 6 seconds too slow. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get moved in finally to a place that I can actually stay for the full lease, and then, you know, that'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty nice. So, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye.